disaster strikes. It strikes. The wind's got that bad earlier on that it's blown me top kit into my pole, onto my roller. My roller's gone over, and my section's snapped. My number 7 section snapped clean up. And to top it off, I've had one fish.
I never really know what's going on, and even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never showed. They're all the things I want to.
Right, good morning, second day. Stopped off at her services. Got me sent a little hash brown and a bacon and sausage sarnie. Cost me like £8. But unfortunately, on a bank holiday Monday, not much hopping apart from a Greggs and a blooming Subway or whatever they are. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this and get down there today. Day 2 after yesterday's absolute worst start in the world. We've got to turn it round today and try and win the lake or win the match to get some money back. So I'm gonna go all out, feed quite heavy, see where we get drawn. Some big fish in now, so hopefully we'll get a few of them. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast and we'll see you on the way down.
No, Brown reading. Went to you talk, ain't that for?
Kyle, Sean, what are you on that the other Sunday?
Two.
David Bud.
Four.
Danny Ludgate.
Good general there.
Right, here we are, second day, and we're on Elm today, and I've drawn peg 4, which everybody said at the draw, not the greatest. Apparently, to be on that bottom corner there, in the late teens, which is 13, 14, 15, because apparently the wind comes down both sides and blows them over there, but hopefully we'll get a few fish. I've been told that method to island, down middle, we bomb and pellet, and then your edges. So that's basically it. I've set a couple of method rods up, bomb rod, and what else I set up? I've got a waggler just in case, but it's a little bit too windy on this corner to chuck a waggler out. It'll just go straight to right, I would have thought. But I've set it up just in case the wind does drop. And then I've got my margin. So bait wise, very simple, 8 mils. Turned around, 8 mils from the shot, oiled them up, micras, and then I've just put a few in the old little tub there, and put some krill on them, which turns them red, and they turn out like that. So a little bit different to everybody else. I've got my super sprays all there for a bit of smelly, and then I've got my wafters, my critical duo wafters. I've got some old school ones, which these were the sample ones before them come out. I've got some worms, some corn. That's it. Rods I've got set up is a Cortex 11 foot, and then I've got 2 5G rods for my bomb and my other method, and then my pole. As you saw yesterday, I snapped my 7th section, so I can only go out to about 7 metres, but it's fine for where we're fishing today, so I ain't going to get that sorted, and it ain't done me too much, so that's it. They say it's going to be better than yesterday, but we'll just have to see. Everywhere across the country at the minute it's not fishing great, but for whatever reason they're just not turned on. So I'm next to Dale, the Dobbin man. Look, he's there with Matt in the next peg. He's winning it with £90 at the minute, and everyone's saying that he's won it already. Richo's second, he's drawn peg next to Dale, but they reckon these pegs will win it today down here somewhere. Matt Linford and a few others down there look very, very confident, so we'll see what happens. Start off, just hopefully we'll get a few more bites than yesterday, so wish me luck and we'll get cracking. Is that all you're fishing? Pole all day? In tree first cast.
Yeah.
Well, first hour's gone and been. I've had one drop back bite, and then I've had a bite what's gone off at rest, and hooked into it. It was like a little small carp or something, I don't know what it were, and then it just come off. The lad next door, he's just lost one, and Dale has had a skimmer and a little carp, I think. Not seen anyone else catch it apart from Matt Limforth. who had a carp first chuck. But it's quite cold today. I'm gonna go to the van and get my stuff on, put my coat on and that. So not gone on bomb line yet, not gone on any other line. So we'll just keep getting some bait out there and hopefully start getting a few. But we'll see. Keep feeding that bomb line, keep casting it over there at 10 minutes or so, and yeah, hopefully it starts going round. What? That's the nastiest thing you've ever said to me. I think it's up, Trey. Eh? Some right pressure with your lot. Down. Right, well, it's a couple of hours in now. We've still only got one carp. The lad next door's got an out. Some old boy down there, he's playing one as we speak. Down there, I think. But people are catching. Matt Linford Linforth, he's catching. There's a lad around there, he's catching a few. I've heard a few ums and ahs, but we don't seem to be getting out. It seems to be just chuck it out, wait, and hopefully one will swim round somewhere along the line and pick it up. I have tried the bomb for 20 minutes or so while I went and got my stuff on, because it looked like it were going to absolutely peed it down. But we're alright at the minute. I'm just going to keep going on this method feeder, I think, and then see if we can catch out down the edge. But Dobby man's not had out else. I think he's probably won it already. I don't think Richard's had out, or anyone round that corner's had anything. So it looks like we're in the blooming worst part of the lake here, to be further around that corner. But we'll carry on. At least we had a bite, a fish, and yeah, keep it going in. Hopefully have a few more. Well, finally got one on the bomb. Taken quite a long time. What? Yeah. Must have felt sorry for me. that. Right, coming into the last sort of hour now. I've got 3 carp and a skimmer. I've tried down the edge, but on double dender, and I've had odd bite and that, but they're these little perch what keep messing about with it. So filled it in down there. I might have another go on it in a minute, but the lad next door, Dale's father, he's had 3, I think, or 4, and the lad next to him, the old boy, he is absolutely storming her head. He's chucking a bomb down middle, just sitting there, and he's had Well, he's had to put another net in, so he must have £50 in one net, I would have thought. I think Matt was on the corner. He seems to have slowed down, but he were catching quite well. He's got 4 or 5 carp, and then there's a lad round the corner. I think he's got 4 or 5 carp. But everyone's struggling round in this sort of bay area up to the top end. But I reckon Dale's done it anyway from yesterday. Needed a good weight yesterday, so that's it really. Nothing else to report. Hopefully get a couple more fish, I think, in this last hour. Just need a run of them, like 3 fish on trot. But I'll have a quick one more go on this feeder, and then I'll probably chuck bomb out, and then it'll probably last sort of 10 minutes or something. I might have a quick go down that edge, but we'll see. I don't think we're going to do anything. Bit disheartening. Bad day yesterday. Just wanted to be a few more pegs up. That's a problem. But that's it, I'm afraid. So if I get one, I'll film it. If not, we will see you at the weigh-in. Today, the second day, I've ended up weighing £24.10, I think it were, which weren't a bad weight on the lake, to be honest. There was I'm gonna have to put aircon on them, absolutely boiling. There we go. It weren't a bad weight on the lake, because there was Matt Linford, who won the match with 70 odd pound. Then this old boy who were in the video, who were filming further up, he were catching on bomb, and I think he had about £50. He ended up coming second, I think it were. And then there were another lad the other side who caught a few. I think he had about £35, something like that. I think I've ended up coming like 5th or something like that in the sort of match today. Just missing out on the section because the old boy further up won it. He won the section, so I've come second in the section. But I give it a go today. I put in the work, and I've gone aggressively to try and catch a good weight today, and it's just not paid off, to be honest. I've chucked the method across, had a bream, had a carp early, and then there weren't as that many fish there, to be honest. All the fish were around the corner, on the corner of the in the pegs, like 13, 14, 15, on that bend area, and they were all out of the window. The fish, you could see them all like topping, and there were a few fish in front of me, but they just weren't interested or feeding or anything like that. So I've caught 2 carp, 3, how many carp did I catch? Can't remember. I've had 1 on method, a bream on method, and then I've had 1 on bomb, and then I think I've had another one. I think I caught 3, can't remember. £24 I've ended up weighing anyway. I thought the lad next door had beat me, which is the Dobbin man's father. I thought he'd beat me and he had a few more fish, but he ended up weighing like £22 or £23, and I've ended up beating him, and I thought, well, that were a bit weird. I don't know if he'd just not put a fish back, or you were catching small carp, or what. I don't know what you were catching. But I've ended up beating him. Anyway, I went next to Dale, weren't I? And Dale were giving it all big, and I didn't think he were going to turn up for the match today, because he were miles ahead. And I ended up beating him, so I've got my £5 back.
So we're even Stevens. He beat me on the first day, I beat him on the second day. I don't think he even bothered weighing. He did have a carp and then a small stocker and a couple of roach and a few skimmers or something. Richo were next to him. Richo's peg looked absolutely terrible. I think he weighed in one skimmer. He were hemmed in like a little corner, flat calm, and he couldn't do anything. He were well up there, but today he just bombed out. So he didn't do very well either. So the results were, I've got to mention this lad, Paul, his name, where he come up to me at the drawing. He's like, are we having a pound on it too? I said, well, I don't know where we're going to get pegged. We might not even get pegged next to each other. He's like, no, we need to have a pound on it. I'm like, fair enough. I thought you were like some blooming fellow what were just, you know when they come and do you for money at start and that, and they're like, oh, we'll put a bet on him, and you know, I thought, God, what's going off here? So anyway, on first day I beat him. He had one carp, I had two, and on the second day he had one carp, or maybe I don't think he had a bite, can't remember. But I've ended up beating him, so I've won £2 off him, won a fiver off Dobbin man, Dale Jackson. So we're evens on that day, I'll let you off. But the winner on the Dale was actually Dale. He'd won it on the first day. He had like £96 on the first day, so he's won the festival. Then I've got to mention Matt Linforth, one of my mates. He fishes the UK champs with it. He's ended up coming second. I think he had about £70. I think he had about £89. So he's come second in the festival. And then the third person was Dale's father. He's ended up coming third in the festival, 2-day festival, third in the festival with like, I think he had about £70, the full weight of the festival. I've ended up with like £34, which is well off it, to be honest. I did all right on the second day, but just not good enough. And the first day was absolutely despicable, weren't it? Just ridiculous, disastrous. But as it went, I really enjoyed the 2 days. We had a good laugh with all the lads there, and everyone were nice and you know, friendly up there. A really nice place, and I'm sure that it just fished bad on that weekend. I've seen some of the other matches, and they're back now catching £80–90 and stuff like that. And I was talking to Dale at the end, and he was saying, oh, you've come at the wrong time, there's going to be loads and loads of F1s he's putting loads of F1s in, he's netting one at other ponds, moving fish about into the 2 what fish here. I think he's going to have it as a stock pond or something. So they're putting a lot of work in there at Marston Fields Fishery. So if you are interested and you're up that way, go and have a look, go and enter the matches. It's a fantastic place, and the lads what run it up there are really nice, and it's just great. I'd definitely go back and fish it again, and hopefully do a lot better. Just for whatever reason that weekend, the fish weren't feeding, and I think due to weather changes and all sorts. But a lot, when I was looking at the other results around the like circuit and Lindholm and stuff like that, all the weights had dropped, and even Ayfield and stuff like that. So I think it's just one of them weekends where fish just don't want to feed, and you can't make them feed, can you? But I really thought I was going to do well in that, and there you go. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed the 2 days. I certainly have, and a massive thanks goes out to everybody at Marston Fields Fishery. And I hope you have clicked the like button, hit the join button, become a member, all that good stuff. I've got loads and loads of members only videos on there at the moment, so if you do want to become a member, just hit the join button, pick which option you want. And I don't know where we are next, but we've got a few more matches, and then it's the winter time. It starts with all the winter stuff. So that's it. Thanks for watching these videos, it does mean a lot. And I've got hats, hoodies, t-shirts all available, merchandise. Just email me at baguptv@gmail.com, and we will see you on the next one. Stay safe everybody out there, and keep on bagging. We out.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game.
Guys, thanks for tuning on the video. If you want to see more videos, hit this awesome playlist down here. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you want to become a member, hit the join button. Thanks for watching the video, guys. We'll see you soon. Keep on bagging.